Welcome back. And in my last video, Wheelchair Friendly Renovation, I was mentioning that when I finished that job in Olympia, Washington, I was headed to Bellingham for something I really needed. And I totally forgot that there were two more projects I needed to do before I headed north. This one here, I cannot believe that I forgot about this. But this was happening the very next day, and I am here at Capital Machine, and I am working with Ray here to build a tire carrier for the rear of the rig to be able to hold the spare tire and actually get it up onto there. I didn't have a rough idea, or I should say I had a rough idea of the plan, but I didn't really know what the final design was going to be. By the time I got to Ray's shop, he had already been working on this for about an hour based on measurements we had taken previously. So we're doing a test fit to see how everything is going and how we are going to build the rest of this out. I had an idea of what I was needing and how it needed to work. I previously had Overland Adventure Vehicle weld me in 2 receiver hitches under the truck. And this was going to plug into that because it needs to be removable if I'm taking off the camper. And it also, I needed some way to get the tire from the ground up onto this mount. And I am unable to lift that tire. It is extremely heavy. So together, Ray and I just started laying things out and trying to figure out how it was going to work. I had an idea of putting a winch on top that was going to lift the tire up into place. But there's more to this rack than just holding the tire. This also needs to hold my mountain bike, and then eventually this needs to also lift up a small motorcycle I'm going to be carrying on the back. And hopefully that's going to be a Honda Trail, either a 110 or a 125. But that's the ultimate idea, is that this will be a motorcycle carrier, mountain bike, and tire rack. That's the reason for having this winch up there. So Ray and I spent the most of the day together, and really I really enjoyed working with him and just coming up with ideas on where things needed to be, where the tire needed to be positioned, how we were going to get it to mount there. And it was just a real fun project to create as in the moment. We were just creating this. This machine here coming up, I was fascinated by. This is a punch. It is going to punch I believe it's a 3/4 inch hole in 1/4 inch steel plate. And it was amazing to watch how effortlessly this went through. Fascinating. A lot of this stuff is now done by plasma cutters and water jets. Really fun to be working on this with these older machines. There's the winch mount. That's where the winch is going to mount up there. It'll be above the tire. There's the winch. It is so cute. It's this little tiny Harbor Freight winch, and it should work perfectly for the motorcycle and the tire. And here we are building, I believe we're starting to put in the mounts for the bicycle rack that'll mount up in there. So the last process was welding in some gussets, and then we were done with this stage of the build, and there it is. You can see the arms coming out is where the bike rack will mount. The winch will be behind it on that plate up there. And I'm really excited to get this up to Bellingham and give it a try, see how this works. And then I could start figuring out how the motorcycle portion of this lift is going to work. And that will be the next stage on this. I'm not sure whether that's going to happen this coming week or if I'm just going to wait until I actually have the motorcycle for that. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. I was really appreciative of Capital Machine to be able to jump on this and let me work side by side with them on the design on the fly. And yeah, it came out great. Okay, next stop is Ballard, Washington. and for a quick job there, and then I promise I will be in Bellingham, Washington. Thanks for watching, and as always, please like and subscribe.